fucking just build like a. Oh my god. Just have like a huge pillar with ladders on every side and just entice zombies to just climb up together and fall off.
This big question is if hay bales work underwater. I think, yeah, we're on the deep end now. Like, should be fine. Alright.
Okay. Alright, let's see. This is for science.
Oh god, I can't even get the fucking.
I'm gonna give it like a running jump. Oh shit, I fell from the back, lol.
Oh.
Ow, I broke my
Well,
leg on a hay
really?
bale, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so the hay bales no longer just completely reduce damage to 0.
Alright.
Can I have
Okay.
a splint? Oh man, I was like doing like
I
a
don't
winding
have.
run up, but
Alright, I guess this tire's gotta come down, I guess.
I mean we could keep it up, but I don't like it doesn't really. It's like if you ever want to like make this jump.
I don't have a splint on me.
Shit, well let's go walk inside. Yeah, so well, important thing to note is that hay bales like they definitely seem to reduce fall damage, but they don't completely mitigate it.
Yeah, it's good for the mines. Good to know for the mines. Okay, yeah, just make yourself a splint, I guess. I need to finish up
Yeah,
getting the plants home.
get into the base.
And stop making like 100 things.
100 hay bales. Because I'm genuinely interested whether or not it would be possible to just because it's easier to mine wood and make wooden blocks than it is to dig. So if it's like genuinely possible to just make like a huge wall with like ladders on it, and then the zombies will just climb those ladders and just throw themselves off the wall. Because they use ladders, which is like their main weakness. Oh, that's right.
Oh no, that's grass growing here. It's like, what the fuck? Oh, we know how to get grass now. We just don't.
Oh yes, grass, that illustrious resource.
Yeah. The envy of the world.
For years, scientists have been working on a way to extract grass from the ground.
Oh my god, I am fucking this up so hard. I need a shovel up here any moment.
Do you have a? We don't have a medical chest yet, do we?
We do.
Oh, we do. Okay.
Yeah, it's called medics and buffs as
I'm
well.
just gonna make like 6 splints and put them in the thing.
Okay.
I feel like that might be wise.
No, the big question for me right now is did I make myself a shovel? Not really.
Big question for me is, will wearing iron armor make me colder?
It doesn't affect the heat.
Damn. Actually, I can just make a poncho.
Is it? Maybe I should make it?
Yeah,
I
you
get
go
the.
make it.
Now, is poncho the best you can make?
I think poncho is the best for being cool. Did you make the poncho?
No, I need leather. Let me see. Could you just bring the letter up to me?
Alright. Oh, you're up on the roof, okay. I've endeavored to bring you exactly the amount of leather necessary to make a poncho so they don't clog your inventory space. Watch me just drop this down the hole. Yep, there it goes.
I got it.
Okay.
Alright. Here it is. Wait, that didn't have a quality modifier, did it?
No.
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess.
Yeah, it might not matter, so.
I mean, it's kind of like glad I don't have that shit, because, like, what the fuck? This
Yeah.
poncho cools you more,
Yeah.
or something.
A fucking ultra insulated poncho.
Oh,
You could use it to make a spacesuit. Nope. Fucking fuck, man. Holy shit, I keep breaking my leg. Like, I went from, like, not breaking my leg at all, like, the fucking first few sessions we played, and now I'm just breaking my leg every fucking time.
Yep.
Yeah, I need to, like, start doing some shit about this.
I'm actually over my leg breakage now.
I'm gonna deal with one of the causes for my fucking breaking my leg.
Breaks, like, snaps it off.
Fuck, I should set up a little bit. When I'm down in the mines, instead of yeah, 'cause it does reduce the amount of stamina that I recover. When I'm down in the mines, I'll just take off all my armor and carry it in my fucking inventory like a normal person does. Cause that encumbers
Yeah.
me less, you know?
It's a trade-off, I suppose. Yeah.
Because there's no stuff that just generally increases stamina generation. There's only stuff that reduces stamina consumption.
From items?
From skills. Like, there's nothing that's like, you get more stamina per second, if you know what I mean.
No, I'm pretty sure they went away with that. I just need to...
Unless now recovery is based on your maximum, which I'm not sure. May actually be the case in all honesty. God damn, parkour seems fucking insane though.
Are you tempted now?
Look at that fucking shit, you know, it's like, at the last level, never get broken legs, and you can fall from like 5 meters more, and you jump 2 meters higher, which is fucking insane.
Yeah.
I think if your stamina your stamina regeneration might be based on its maximum.
Well, it's based on water and shit as well. By the way, for your pickaxe, do you have the thing that gives you less, makes you use less stamina?
Yep.
Okay, good.
Sexual Tyrannosaurus?
No, like the add-on, the mod.
Oh, the mod for the pickaxe? No.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Didn't realize there was
I
a
don't think I
modification
have.
for that.
There is, it's like 20%.
Lol. That's pretty good.
In fact, I had it somewhere. It's like something called like ergonomic handle. Yeah, ergonomic grip. Yeah, increases stamina usage by 20%. I think it's for all melee things.
I just survived a cave-in. Yeah, the cave-in's like, cause I'm just digging like a 2x1 tunnel, you know, and you still get fucking cave-ins, which is insane. I literally could not be trying to make less impact on the ground if I tried. Jesus Christ, these cave-ins really need to stop. I'm gonna go pick up that ergonomic handle. Along with some more bacon and eggs.
Are they working on making concrete for our base? Oh, I'm actually. Oh my god.
Can I have 3 ergonomic rips? It also increases the damage, holy shit. Of the pickaxe.
Does it? Okay.
Yeah, it does. Be right back. Let's see if there's other mods I can do to my pickaxe, because I presumably can also remove them.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, there's a structural brace. Which makes hammer stronger, but I'm gonna see.
Oh.
Oh, what happened?
It's my fault. Don't worry.
Oh, there's a more coming. I hope you fixed whatever the problem was.
Nope.
Okay. Now I'm fucking cold. God damn it, ponchos.
Oh, help.
Yeah. Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me, ma'am. Oops, I missed.
Oh shit! What do you need to cure zombie thingies?
Antibiotics. Or honey.
Do we have honey?
Yes.
Yeah, we do. I forgot we're like not at stage of the game where like we just deal with it.
Mhm. Yeah. My guy is like, so he's some serious like fucking problems with like his own temperature regulation because he goes from hot to cold so quickly.
Don't you have a leather? It's not a poncho. It's a
Yeah,
duster.
I have a leather coat. I have like actually it's a padded coat or whatever the hell, which I can wear when it's warm, because that actually gives me it's like a reverse poncho, shall we say?
Because I have a leather duster on me that gives me cold and heat resist.
Yeah, I might need to go back to the leather duster. Like I once abandoned my leather duster, but oh, I'm fine. Like I'm in the mine now, so let's see how this new and improved pickaxe does. Yeah, I like the change to weapon mods now too, like how it's more chill. Like it's less of a mix and match the best quality parts together, which
Yeah.
is kind of like a little bit of a weird system. It makes sense, but it wasn't like it wasn't a bad feature, but it also wasn't a good feature, which makes it like not good, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I can. What? Did you have you found any ores yet? Like
Yeah,
I mean,
lead.
lead veins.
Yeah, lead and iron. But
Okay.
do you need any specifically?
No, no. I'm just wondering if I should pick up ES science, which is allows chemists to station.
What does that have anything to do with like lead or whatever?
Because if you had found nitrate and coal, we could make gunpowder.
Right. God, the amount of fucking sand that's underground is pissing me off.
Well, it's not too bad because we need sand for concrete.
Yeah. I'm at the point where I'm probably because at night I get like a lot more EXP than you do. Like I'm probably gonna be able to catch up to you in level.
Oh yeah.
Though I am like a solid 100 zombie kills behind you, which is pretty interesting.
Oh what? Really? Fuck. I thought we were like even.
No, because I mean, we were getting close, but then I was like, I stayed at the base more and more, if you know what I mean? And the more and more you stay at the base, the more and more you fall behind on that sort of stuff.
Well, I've not been really out of the base much for a while now, so.
Yeah, but even though it's like almost 180 kills difference, the level difference is only 3, you know?
Yeah. Sharing EXP. That's
Yep. You can see how far I've gone in this tunnel heading south, so it's not going super fast.
no. But you know, level up and shit to get faster and faster.
Can't wait until I can clear these blocks in 2 swings, that'd be great.
Hmm. I should actually get some more levels because steel is not far away. Oh, it's level 8 again. Am I?
What do you call iron in Norway?
Yarn.
Oh, okay. We call it Eiser.
Yeah. I knew that because I know German. Ha.
Yeah. Do you call steel Stahl or no?
Stall.
Okay.
So it's not the same at all.
No.
Although we call the Jews Juden, so yeah.
Yeah, we too. We do as well. Only it's Jodin for us, because it has to be slightly different, you know?
Yeah. It's actually Juden for us.
You know, the best thing is about knowing a language that's like similar to German is that all the object pronouns are like the same gender, if you know what I mean.
Oh, that's nice.
So you
Okay.
know, you have like D and dots in Dutch, and then you have, you know, D and das in like German. And I guess
Right.
you also have der, because you have like you have the neutral, you have the feminine, and you have the male.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it is the same for the Scandinavian language, although that's like not the hardest part about understanding, you know, Swedish zone. So
Yep.
I'm not actually thought about it that much.
And because I think like because in Spain you also have genders for objects, and I think like there's a lot of similarities, because I think like for example, table is feminine in Spanish, and it's also feminine in Dutch, and it's also feminine in German, which is interesting.
Yeah, but you have like stuff like key. I think is feminine in Spanish and not in German. It's male. So
Yeah.
I mean that's fucking thing is so stupid. Like who came up with that system? It's like, okay, people, we have to speak, and every word gets a gender.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, okay.
Yeah, it's a very odd way of like, it's like, how do you get to that point where that's like how you use those things?
Yeah.
So you say, for example, because when let's say when you're at like a lunch or dinner table, and you're if you want to say pass the salt, you say mag ik het zout, or mag ik de zoutpot, because the like jar of salt or whatever, or the like salt container is like um, feminine, but the salt itself is genderless, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's such a weird way of doing things. Japanese doesn't have that, but they have like instead of having it for gender, they have it based on shape. So there's that to go with, which is pretty good.
Yeah, sorry, alright. The fucking zombies are out in the day too now.
No man, I'm on like a kill streak of mining, because thanks to that ergonomic grip handle, right, I no longer have to stop and drink. So like I've just been continuously chain mining, and I've gotten 6,500 EXP from it so far.
Hmm.
And I've collected, without stopping, I've collected 3,700 stone. But I know that concrete like fucking eats stone for breakfast, so...
Oh yeah, definitely.
Definitely not under any illusion that that's a lot. Because I remember we had whole chests full of stone, and then we started making concrete, and then they all just went. Yeah, holy shit, that handle has made it so much better. Like, fuck me. I can just keep going, and going, and going. I haven't, aside from, like lead and iron, I haven't hit anything else down in this, biome yet.
You're in the... Yeah, we're in the forest. Yeah, it's only lead and thing that you get here. You might occasionally get something else, but it's not really... It's like, that's the exception, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know, do you reckon we should move the base at some point, or is like this, is this like as, like...
I don't think we should move it now.
No. Like, it's not worth moving to like the triple point of a biome or something, or...
Well...
Because I'm like genuinely like wondering, because like it's kind of like the later game it gets, also the easier it is to like move house to a certain degree, right? Because you can just build like all the building materials in one base, and then when you have enough building materials, just go to the other one. But I just don't know if it's like worth it or if it's not worth it at all.
Well, it's not... Let me see. It's only like 600, 500 meters underground, which is like, it's a lot, but it's also not a lot, even if...
Yeah.
I think it's just worth it to stick with what we got, and then
No.
just because then you can mini bag and shit, and yeah. You just need to like get more levels, and then you'll mine faster and faster, and then it sort of becomes irrelevant where you are really.
Yeah.
You become like the dwarf. Yeah, I got a I just one leather duster. There's another one in the armor box.
Alright. I think I'm about to hit another lead deposit. Yep, there it is.
How much lead do you have so far?
200, because I haven't been mining it, if you know what I mean.
Oh, I've just been going straight, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you use power attack, or do you use
Yeah,
like
power
regular?
attack.
Yeah. That's what I was like. Also, we're getting quite a lot of concrete is getting, we're getting a lot of it as well built up. So our base is basically like it might not seem it from the PLC days, but I fixed the ramp that they managed to walk up, and so you know, the more and more I add, it's like going to be harder and harder for them to take.
Because this location is alright. Like it's near roads, it's near water, and it's on a hill.
Yeah.
So those are all positives. Like, just the main thing I was wondering was like if it was like just too far away from the biomes. But yeah, once we get like mini bikes, like the fact that it's close to a road is gonna be more beneficial.
Yeah.
And we can just go to the other biomes. Yeah, we still need like a no, it's like a decent whiles away, but we still need like another 7-day solution at some point. You know?
Yeah, we definitely do.
I want to say I'm almost halfway there now, but I don't think I am. Hold on, let me just actually check. No, I'm like about a third of the way. Let's actually walk back. It's gotten to the point where it's quite a fucking walk back, so that's something at least, right?
Yeah, that's the first measure of success.
Okay, I've got shit, I've got like 11,217 rocks.
Well, you can just put them in the furnace for now.
Okay, I'll carry that with me up above. Also, I guess I'll carry that iron. I've got 300 iron and like 200 lead, 250 lead.
That's good.
Pretty much every time I've hit a lead deposit, it's accompanied with a cave-in, so... Because for some reason there's a lot of sand around lead.
I think that's just the game trying to tell you you hit a deposit, yo.
Yeah, or you're close to hitting it. Okay. Okay. Here's zombies in there.
Did I mention I'm not really a fan of wooden floors? They're
Really? I think they were more of a product of necessity rather than. Or are you talking about outside the base?
no, like the ones that are false that you break away.
Yeah. I presume you've taken the motorbike. Yes, it's a beautiful day outside, so guess I'll go dig outside instead of inside.
Fucking, there's a rabbit here that broke out of the thing.
The rabbit enclosure.
Trying to kill it, but it's like,
They're really hard to kill, aren't they?
well,
Pretty nippy.
not that hard. Only problem is I don't have anything to butcher it with. You get oxed.
Yeah. Strength level 7 is level 50. I like it has attacks per minute rather than attacks per second.
For what?
For just melee shit. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna specialize in attack speed because I feel like it'll also help my resource gathering. Let's see if that's the case. Yeah, I'm 100% melee spec now. With all the shit that I've spec'd into.
Oh, that's good, because I honestly think melee it's very viable.
Yeah, especially because it's, I want to say it's especially viable because a lot of it is pulling double duty with perks that you already want to have.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you already want to have carrying capacity, you already want to have, you know, all the mining shit. So it's very good. Though, you know, like range damage obviously is, like the perception thing is definitely not useless.
Uh,
Because the headshot one is already fucking insanely good. Because that works for everything, also melee, so. And melee kind of goes out the window on the 7th mic to a certain degree. Because you can't, like, aside from, like, hitting people, like, from behind the wall, you can't exactly, like, wade into the zombies.
no, you can't really do it with ranged either, so.
True, I guess, but...
Oh, this is what makes some. Oh my god. I know what you wanted me to do, game. I did it. You happy now? Oh. Let's get some working stiff tools up in this bitch.
So the only way to get better guns is to find them, right? You can't, like, make them.
You can make guns, yeah.
Oh, can you? Okay. Suppose you can make gun turrets, it would be fucking stupid if you couldn't make guns.
Yeah. Well, maybe you could, like, you know, have to, like, put in a gun.
Yeah, I guess. You know, with the Raspberry Pi, gun turrets are actually really quite cheap to make. Like, it's the gun that's the most expensive part of a gun turret nowadays. The, just like if you have like a laser detection system and a Raspberry Pi thing is super cheap.
Like, why wouldn't it be the most expensive thing?
Well, because materials wise, it's like guns, the main reason why they're so fucking expensive is profit margins and taxes, right?
Right.
But like, it used to be like that the computer systems to like run something like a gun turret would highly outweigh the cost of a gun by like, you know, many-fold, but now it's like the gun, the ratio is like reversed pretty much.
Hmm.
Where having a computer system is super cheap now, but having the gun is quite expensive. And let me tell you, the process of the machine that's used to manufacture guns is much cheaper than the machine that's used to manufacture Raspberry Pis. It's just a matter of fucking weird economics, if you know what I mean, where just the price is high because of taxes and the margins.
I'm not an economic scientist, so I wouldn't know. This can is a sham.
I'm really looking forward to December 5th. Or 6th, or whatever it is.
See how good Stellaris is not gonna be.
See how
What's the next?
how much changes, how much stays the same, you know?
Yeah.
Nah,
I
but
know
it
that-
definitely does look very promising from what I've seen from the MP. Because it means that there can be like different types of economic power now, which means that like having economic deals with other countries is actually like really, really, really good. And being like an economy that is 100% self-sufficient comes at the cost of efficiency, if you know what I mean.
Right.
I'm not sure how I feel about the mega corporations, because I feel like they're a little bit like powerful for what they are. But, you know, it's gonna have to see.
Gotta make them fun, you know?
Because I've never really been a fan of, because it's kind of like the trade post symbol system in like CK2 slash, not EU4 necessarily, but CK2. with the megacorps, where they can just like they can just build a fucking like thing in your, like they can like if they're like a criminal megacorp, they can just build like a trade port on your planet without, you know, your consent, and
Right,
they can
yeah.
start fucking with your planet, which I'm not a big fan of, like indirect warfare that's one-sided, right?
Mm.
Because it kind of means that like the megacorp can do stuff about it, and because you can like increase the police force on the planet in retaliation, but you can't ever fight back, if you know what I mean, right? So you're always in a reactive position against that, which I'm not sure how much I'm like, and like the only way you can get rid of them is by like declaring, like either you have, if you have a very strong police force, you have a chance of it, them getting rid of it for you, but otherwise it's like you have to declare war on the megacorp.
Mm. Yeah, I think
Which in multiplayer is a ball ache, because, you know, people tend to alliance glob, and especially because effectively what you can do is, right, you can have like just a megacorp in your alliance, or like one or two megacorps in your alliance that just try and like economically sabotage everyone else, and you can't, those guys can't retaliate because there's like an
yeah,
alliance protecting them.
yeah, it's like the hug box of
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm not a, like, I don't mind proxy, if they just put proxy warfare into the game, I think that would be quite fun and interesting, right? Like you could have intelligence-based warfare or whatever.
yeah.
But if it's only like one faction or one civilization type can exploit that, and the others can only defend from it and not actually attack, it's a massive like swing to whatever side has the megacorp, if you know what I mean.
I'm gonna see.
I hear zombie noises. Oh shit. Oh my god, I can one power attack kills a screamer now for me with my hammer.
Oh, that's good.
The trench works, they go around it, which is
Is
good.
this one of our chests?
It probably is, because I've been in like many places, and then I just put a chest down because I can't be bothered to bring that all back, and throwing it away is a little bit of a shame.
Oh, fear no more.
Yeah, if you move south more, right, there is like a building, and inside that building there is also a chest. I have it marked on the map. Oh well, I just launched the lady in my trench. Oh yeah, the trench works perfectly, by the way, because they don't actually try and hit themselves out of it. They just walk out of it,
Yeah, yeah,
which is
that's what
perfect.
I noticed that too.
Which, that is good. That is what we want, and then we can just funnel them into like something. That's good. That gives me hope for these fucking defenses. Let me tell you. Because if it was like they fall into it and then they immediately start digging, I'm like, oh no. Well, I don't think you're gonna be short of fucking soil or rocks anytime soon.
That's good.
At least not soil. Okay, it takes me 4 hits to kill a fat zombie with my thing. I need to put that ergonomic grip on this fucking hammer, that's for sure. It does take quite a bit of stamina from the distance.
Oh, well.
Yeah, the ergonomic grip also increases damage and all that sort of shit. It's really good.
Yeah, they really made the mods sort of like replaced the shit, and you can make the mods yourself. You just need to find the recipes, and I kind of like that because it means like you have something to strive towards.
Yeah, and it also means a death can't necessarily make you lose a whole bunch of progress, which is I'm always a big fan of. Because you know, if you die and you lose your weapon that has the best mods on it, you know,
Yeah.
that's like, oh my god, that was like, you know, days and days and days of looking for those mods. Yeah, I can just freely freely just take the ergonomic grip off of my pickaxe and put it onto my shovel as the day progresses, you know.
Yeah. I don't know if I should make another mini bike or just go for the motorcycle.
Go for the motorcycle, I think. Because that way we have a mini bike and a motorcycle. Because does the mini bike still have some storage on it or no?
Yeah. I don't even need to get a fucking
Basket.
picnic basket.
Yeah. I got a construction worker to give me his opinion on the trench that I'm digging. He was blown away by it.
It really shot his face how good it was.
Main thing I'm wondering is like where do we want this to like funnel towards?
Well, you know. I don't really have an opinion on that, if I'm honest.
Yeah. It's more like what do we want it to funnel into is kind of the real question.
Yeah. Because we don't have anything. Because the problem is if we like put in, let's say, like spikes or some blockade, they will just start hitting the trench, and then we sort of like giving ourselves
more work.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm quite happy that it just funnels into something, but it needs to funnel into something, right? It needs to funnel into like a little area that maybe has some of those static defenses in it.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I guess in the end we'll like have like fucking shotgun turrets down there and shit, but
yeah, because I can dig it in a way that it just all goes to like a ramp that leads up to somewhere, and then we just, at the end of that ramp we have all our defenses.
yeah.
God, I fucking my melee attack just sends them fucking rocketing across the thing now. Unfortunately, I'm forgetting a lot of screamers over at the base.
Yeah, I'm on my way back. Since I can
Oh
fucking...
hey, I found it made like a money sound. I found like a...
Yeah, they drop shit now.
Okay,
Oh my
ready.
god. How am I getting FPS drops in this game? I need to turn on some shit so it doesn't happen, because this is a fucking pain when you're driving and feel like that.
Oh yeah.
Will I come up on the bridge that's destroyed? Probably, right?
No.
No, I won't.
I like how it even is destroyed on the map, if you know what I mean. Like if you look on the map, it has like the little... It looks like a destroyed bridge.
Whoa, what the fuck?
What?
It was it's a fake ground here or something.
No.
That I drove into. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, the thing about concrete is you can upgrade it.
Yeah.
So it becomes like even stronger. I think there's even one more layer, and this one has so much damage. That's 5,000. I suppose I think 3 for the 2.5 for the normal one. Okay.
Yeah. Now I was just hoping that they don't spawn inside the trench, but my philosophy when digging this thing was, one, I don't want to dig into the fucking mountain because I've got better shit to do, you know? And
Yeah.
two, like, we can always expand up to the trench, you know, expand the base up to the trench, as opposed to the other way around.
Yeah, we can also make like some sort of defenses there or some shit. So remedy.
Yeah. Turn it into farmland, I don't know exactly, but
Yeah, something.
rather have more land than less land, and I figured that I followed like the line of the mountain because fuck digging like huge amounts. I'm already digging like a colossal amount, you know. Don't want to make it a titanic amount. Have you ever had baklava, Florn?
What's that?
It's it's like a cake, it's like a Indian type of cake.
Nope.
It's also eaten in like the middle. It's pretty much it's eaten everywhere. It's Eurasia pretty much. Like maybe not Japan and all sorts, but a lot of fucking pretty much all of the Middle East, North Africa, and India and such, and Indonesia eats it.
Hmm. Well, it's clearly not good since I don't have any here.
It's quite popular in the Netherlands as well because of ties with Indonesia and Suriname and all that shit.
Because fucking colonialism. When are you ever gonna apologize for that?
Never. They should have never pulled out. They really genuinely shouldn't have. Could have prevented a lot of civil wars. Because it's kind of like, you know, the kind of like the combined hatred of the white man kept them from brutally murdering each other over in Suriname.
Right.
More along the lines of the Dutch government, because of its military, it kept stability because they were like the power that kept everything in check, right? And then the second they pulled out, created a power vacuum, and I can kill zombie dogs in one hit with my sledgehammer, which makes them a lot less threatening. The second that created a power vacuum, it started a race war between like the different ethnicities that each wanted like power and representation, if you know what I mean.
Yep.
So it was really bad. They would have probably done better as like a colony.
Like Aruba.
Yeah. Because they had passports that were good in the Netherlands, you know, like it wasn't like a fucking weird ass penal colony system where their passport didn't mean shit for us, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. It's you know,
they had you know universities and all sorts of shit. Like they were not like they weren't savages, shall we say. It wasn't like a fucking, you know, it wasn't South Suriname is not South Africa, if you know what I mean. It's very different. It was like it's like tropical, and it had decent infrastructure, but it's kind of like
they was Kangs and shit.
they was Kangs and shit. Because the nice thing about it is they got Asian and American cars, right?
Yeah.
And you know, Asian and American goods because of their location, which meant that in many ways, especially in like the 70s, they actually had access to better goods than the Netherlands did, right? Because they only, like, to import a car from America in the Netherlands in the 70s, or like a TV, you know, that was kind of like really expensive, but in Suriname not so much.
Right.
And yeah, Indonesia would have probably also been better, because I mean, I don't know how corrupt the Dutch government there was, but probably can't be more corrupt than the Indonesian government.
I mean, it's complicated. Some people, it's like the same with the Philippines. They say they'd rather have a government run like hell by the Filipinos than perfectly by the Americans. Just because, you know.
Just because law national pride, oh. That's an unpopular opinion, but I think it's probably for the best, because it kind of, as long as the because you know, you kind of like, in order for a colony to fucking develop, right, you kind of have to exploit it, sort of, in a certain way, because you have to like, they have to produce something, right, in order to actually grow their economy. Like, they can't just, oh god, it's night, I need to fuck off out of here. I sent her flying. Because the thing that the holders of the colony do is generally they put money into it to develop its infrastructure, and then at some point the infrastructure should be able to generate money for itself, right? But it's definitely not like a like, oh, they're being so exploited, you know? Which, sure, they are exploited in the sense that they work for cheap in like a factory that isn't very appealing, but the alternative would be to work for cheap in a factory that isn't appealing, that's also not regulated by like a European government. So it's kind of like, and that has no source of like outside external income, if you know what I mean. So it's,
Yeah, but it's kind of pointless now because like even countries have tried to like rejoin, like it's what's it called?
rejoining
It's
now
not,
is
it's a,
absolutely pointless. That's
there was like a nation that tried to do that, and France rejected it because like
yeah, because it's like, obviously you're not going to, like, it's not beneficial for them at all, for France.
uh,
So it's really pointless. So they just should have never, like, because that's also why the Netherlands was so keen to just give Suriname independence, because it was like most likely costing them more than it was really making them, if you know what I mean.
I can't tell where the sun is.
Yeah, that's kind of the problem, isn't it? God, it's so fucking dark outside. Holy shit! Alright, actually,
Oh no, he's in. Hey, Kyle.
yeah, are they in the base? Oh my god.
Did someone forget to close the door or something? How'd she get in? Oh my god.
Oops, I missed.
Scusi?
Executed.
It's a bit of a hole in the base right now. Let me see. Fucking the south, the west wall was supposed to be like, you know, didn't have to worry too much about that one.
Well, because the trench goes into nothing. It just kind of is like a delay.
Yeah.
Hello.
Ow. I'm stunned.
Let's close this thing down.
Yeah, making rebar, but I need concrete. Where's freaking concrete?
Let's put in some fucking sand.
Do you have sand?
Well, not sand, clay soil. Try to get your hopes up.
swear we had like.
I'm not on the sand layer when I dig, so I don't like get a lot of it.
Okay, I'm gonna convert some stone into sand then.
Go for it.
Yeah, 'cause it's a 1-to-1, so it really doesn't matter.
No,
Well, it sort of matters, but
it
yeah.
matters, but it doesn't in one way, because I can get. It's way less of a pain in the ass for me to just continuously mine stone than it is for me to try and find sand. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the trench works. Like I can see that there is just a zombie that's just kind of like in the trench now. Hopefully she isn't like beating the trench. Oh man. Bam! Okay, that's why I was kind of like the trench. At the moment, the trench like does like nothing. It kind of redirects them, but you know it doesn't really do anything because it doesn't lead to anywhere.
Yeah.
Hello. I'm just gonna do some patrols. Hello, dog.
Thank you.
Yeah, unless it's like a whole. It has to be like quite a lot of them for it to be a problem for me at the moment.
Did you pick up? Because I made you the.
I need to pick up the rest of my iron armor. I think. Yeah.
It's been done for. Oh.
I'm doing my rounds patrolling this area, but I don't. There's no more zombies. Second I go inside, it'll most likely come. Alright. Gotta be right back. I gotta go eat some food.
Okay.
God